That's right, girl. I'll be your friend at the very end. That's right, girl. I'll be your friend at the very end.
Payroll for December 2nd, $432,519.40. Gross payroll December 16th, $417,938.47. Gross payroll December 30th, $450,969.45. Melanie Fitness Center register payments $46,204.45. Gross payroll December 2nd, $428.05. Gross payroll December 16th, $428.05. Gross payroll December 30th, $428.05. Total corporate payments on this register, $4,254,435.74. My motion would be to approve this list, removing the following items, and I'll go slowly so we can make sure that everybody hears and understands what the motion is. Removing the item affordable party planners, $10,350 on page 1. Apostolic independent contractors, $5,133.34, also on page 1. Chicago gas leak repair, $135,000 even, page 3. Country Lane gazebos, $90,000, page 5. Crawford door sales, $17,170 even, page 5. Delgado Law Group, $148,680.41, page 6. Harvey Williams, $3,000, page 7. Fioretti Campbell Law, $32,924.70, page 8. 5 Stars, $45,335 even, page 10. Gasker Roofing, $48,000 even, page 10. JKCS, $35,000, page 11. JMA Architects, $9,610, page 11. Johnny Jefferson, $21,333.33, page 12. Karen Gordon, $800, page 12. K&M Ventures, $117,800, page 12. Quick Rink Synthetic Ice, $105,444 even, page 12. Laurel's Four Season, $10,620, page 13. Linden Group, $1,800, page 13. Michael G. Earhart, $1,350, page 14. Multimedia Productions, $400, page 15. Positive Minds, $2,500, page 17. Raoul and Sons, $80,315, page 17. Rogers Roofing, $19,959, page 18. Santee Shannon, $3,500, page 18. And White Coat Pool Solutions, $44,192.50, page 24. So my motion is for approval of bills as read into record, removing the items listed.
All right, is there a second? All right, is there a motion and second? Any discussion? But before anyone gets into it, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about this resolution. Number one, y'all remember this moment because we got a big election on February 28th. You make sure you replace the people that's sitting here that's holding up progress, holding up things for the residents. Prime example, who protects the village? Let's talk. Who protects the village if these boards, meaning 5 members, chooses not to pay an attorney that protects you? Y'all know how many lawsuits we have? Y'all know how many lawsuits that this attorney has right now on the table? What they're supposed to work for free? Someone has to pay them so they can continue to do the work, right? But they don't care about that. This is how people are holding your house. Now, they can do their house like that, that's fine. But here in the Village of Dolton, we pay our bills. But as you can see, the Board of Trustees, because everybody want all this power and control to not do what's right. They need to stop, pay attention, go back. 3 board meetings, literally 3 months ago. Every single board meeting is a targeted group of people, as you can see before you. The same exact list every single time. Why is that? Why is this Board of Trustees targeting these individuals? Another example. You have a lady on here for $800. $800. Why won't y'all pay the lady her $800? Like, really, stop playing with people. You go to work every day. I guarantee every last one of y'all. And I guarantee y'all gonna want y'all check in 2 weeks. When payday come, you gonna want your check to be in your bank account. But no, these people, this is their business, their livelihoods. Y'all choose not to pay them. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself for playing this game called politics with the people. You should. And I want the people to remember that. Because everybody gonna have that day. February 28th, it's election time in Dolton. 3 trustee seats are up. Make sure y'all drag people to the polls. Make sure you go to the polls. If you ain't voted in the Village of Dolton for the last 3 cycles, make sure you vote now. Because right now, this has to stop. Y'all should be tired of this. Because I know them people are. I know them people call about their money all the time. And what do you tell people when they can't feed their families? Because y'all can feed y'all families, right? But these people, y'all voted for. These people, especially one, can I think his name, 5-star. You guys voted for this gentleman to come in the village and pay the police department, the fire department, the public works department. How dare y'all not pay him this money? Why? Y'all voted for it. And this is the problem I got, residents. If they voted for it and they approved the person to do the work, they go and they spend their own money. And then they want to be reimbursed here in the Village of Dolton. They put it on a warrant list to get their money. Why they not getting their money when y'all voted for them to do the work? They're being $1 million in a hole right now. That's not right. He got bills to pay. But thank God the people we do deal with got money or have other contracts pending. But y'all need to stop playing with people and actually be a human being for once in y'all lives and make sure that people are getting what's due to them. They did the work. Pay them. Y'all hurting regular people, $800. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. $800. How would y'all feel? Well, we know how y'all felt when y'all didn't get paid, right? Y'all ran court, want to get your money, right? Cracking about y'all check here in the Village of Dolton, right? but the residents ain't done that to y'all yet. Y'all should amend this, and I'm advising somebody, any one of y'all, can take a stance and amend this and pay these people their money. KM, I'm probably missing those other. KN as in Nancy, M as in Mary, Ventures. Another vendor, because let me tell you what they do. I see y'all take Perkowski out. Perkowski's another tree trimming company in the village of Dolton that we hire. They cut down trees, right? But they cut it when they feel like it, or when Dolton can get on the roster. KNM Ventures cut down trees whenever we call them. Whenever you residents, y'all call us, say, Mary, hey, a tree fell over. Hey, Mary, this limb for the fall on my car. They come out like that. Why y'all ain't paying that person? Why? Another person that y'all did wrong, Loretta, 4 Seasons. Again, another person y'all voted for to come in to cut the vacancies when we came in the village of Dolton. Why? Y'all paying all the other vendors. Again, a targeted list of people is what they're doing, residents. Until you guys wake up and see what they're doing and that is not right, it's not right. Another example. Trustee Brown gets up here every meeting, ain't got a report, don't do nothing. But she get up here and she talks about, hey, you guys, we in the negative at the Melly Fitness, right? But you guys been asking over and over and over again for the pool, right? Why the residents can't have the pool? It's on the warrant list. I put it on there several times to fix the pool so we can open it for you. New year, new you, right? Everybody doing cardio, workout, the seniors, the residents, everybody. Why, again, do we have to leave our town and go somewhere else to have the same thing we have in our own backyard? Why? Wake up, people. The time is now. We need change now. And I'm tired of going back and forth with them about it, telling them what they should do. They want to do whatever they want to do because they want to control government. Government is not set up like this at all. Go to any other community, it does not run like this. Myself, Tiffany A. Henry, mayor of the village of Dolton, I am the executive branch of this town. You guys voted me 82% in the village of Dolton to be your mayor, to lead, to run this day-to-day operation. Day jobs, so we can educate them. Once again, they legislate. That's it. That's all they do. Did you guys know once they make a budget, the budget's already approved? And you spend what's in the budget. All this going back and forth, we gotta say, hey, what about this? What about that? As long as you look in that budget line item, you can spend. My authority is $5,000. So how dare y'all take somebody out for $800? Stop trying to run government. That's not y'all job. Y'all job is to actually do the money part, which is the budget. That's it. And make laws. But let's talk about the laws. All the laws y'all made was what? Beneficial to yourselves. You not made one law that was beneficial to the people. Not one. Some of y'all been on this board 4 years. Some of y'all been on this board 2 years. It's time to go. Y'all should be tired of all this ongoing fighting over nothing. And all I'm asking is you guys to pay people what's owed to them. They did the work, let's pay them. That's the end of my statement. Any more discussion?
Yes.
Yeah, could I be recognized?
Okay, go ahead, trustee Steve. Let him know.
Go
first.
ahead.
Go ahead, trustee.
There's if you get to the video part, there's a series of people that have done work as video guys that actually support their operation who've been working for the village of Dolton. they reported on Team Trustees, they were getting paid, and then they stopped getting paid. They're on the board, the agenda today is veto to not pay them, they didn't work. I work in other towns, and how it works in other towns is that the mayor doesn't spend before the council can see. There's always limits, there's checks and balances in every government. There's no checks and balances here. So that's all we're fighting for. And there's, like I said, there's invoices that she's not paying that people have done for her. And that's why she's beat on some of this stuff. But that's where we're at as far as it's on both sides. There's people that have done the work and did not get paid because she doesn't want them to get paid since this and what it was. And so I think Trustee House said we're type of deficit, $4.5 billion deficit right now. So we'll just be mindful of the money we're spending and see if we get the rest of the property tax money in. That's all we do. Anyway, that's it.
Okay. You just stated that I'm not paying people based off they did work for you. That's a lie. Because you guys came to a board meeting and stated, and I quote, hey, keep the trustees, we pay for it out of our pockets. But yet, I look on my desk, we got thousands of bills from with the trustees, right? That's political. We do not pay for politics. If you do anything political, you pay for it with your expense account. But they don't do that. They still make an invoice, but they tell y'all that they did not charge us. But they did. They did. And that's my issue. All the trickery. Hey, we're not gonna charge you, but you know what? 2 months down the line, we're gonna charge you. This man right here, DeGrasse, their attorney, they legislative case. They pay him all this money, right? Then the judge tell y'all couldn't pay nobody unless he go on the warrant list. But what they do, run and have a secret squirrel meeting, unconstitutional, right? Another meeting that they should not have, but they did to try to pay this man for a illegal, unconstitutional recall. But ain't nobody telling y'all all the facts. But they sit up here and they stick together in relation to, hey, this is who we want to pay. But no one's pointing out the facts. And the facts is this. They want it their way. And that is it. But they're not doing nothing for the people. At least since I got in office, y'all seen me move mountains for you. Bring money to our community for you. Do things that never, ever been done in the history of Dolton, such as pave alleys, get your sidewalks fixed, pave streets, put speed bumps down, save songs. I can go on and on and on the things that myself and my administration have done. But it's a shame because when I ran with a team. Where's that team? The team wants to be in control. The team wants to be mayor. If you want the seat, you wait and you come after the seat when it's time. My seat's not up until 2025. So, in 4 years, we should have worked together, band together, and made sure we did what the people asked us to do. But as you can see, myself and my team are the only one doing what y'all asking us to do. Because if you leave it to them, they're not doing anything but wasting time. And as I said before, they're on borrowed seats. And now, their time is now. February 28th, it is the election in Dolton. 3 seats is up. Trustee Steve, Trustee Brown, and Trustee Holmes. The only person I'm supporting is Trustee Holmes. The other 2 gotta go. Because guess what? They did nothing for 4 years sitting here. 4 years sitting here, like, tell me something you've done that's concrete that you brought to the village of Dolton for the people. I still ain't heard nothing from them. But yet we put things together that's, like I said, beneficial for them and their attorney. The only person that got paid and got rich is the attorney sitting right here. He the only one. And as you can see, I'm going to veto every last get their little secret squirrel meeting. Every single thing. Because it was unconstitutional, it was illegal. Why didn't you have the meeting here in Village Hall? Why do you have to run off somewhere else and have a meeting? If you wanted the people to know and the people to hear, Village Hall is always open and available to anybody. But everybody want to run government their way. When a man had this seat, y'all didn't dare, especially Jason and Ed, dare say nothing to that man sitting up here. But a woman, when a woman holds the seat, you got to go through all these loopholes for what? You guys chose me. That's what we are. And it's all about respect. You respected that man when he had the seat. Now it's my turn. And it's a shame because as much things that I brought to this table, include the $600,000 that they let go down. 600,000, y'all. 600,000 then went away. Why? All because they didn't want to vote for it because they didn't bring it. They could have easily do what I do. But, let me guess, they can't go through the same doors I go through, right? So if you got somebody like me that represents your town, that's bringing the money back to your town, why would you not vote for it? Why do I got to go through all these loopholes to say, hey guys, I got 600,000, we're going to improve Dolton, let's build this, let's build that. Why? Another thing, why do they not vote for the ice rink? Why? Because it's not their idea? Why? These are all the things you should ask yourself. These are all things that can happen for Dolton. Dolton can and will get redeveloped. It just held up because people want their own friends, their own contractors, their own people to come into the village. And I chose not to. And as it relates to you guys trying to shake me down or tell me I'm going to do this and do that and put people over there, strip joints, you won't believe the things come across my desk. But I said no. We're not doing strip joints and Dolton. This is a family time. But yet, these are the things that this board wants. But ain't nobody saying nothing, right? And then when y'all see me fighting, going back and forth, and I'm fighting for y'all. Remember, one thing about a politician, we fight for people we don't even know because we care. We invested in that community. And now I need the people to come help us and fight us with us so that we can get our town back. That's what I need right now today. Because enough is enough. It's a new year. I didn't be going like this, but it is. So now that you know the facts, you should ask more questions. You can FOIA stuff. And half the time she keeps saying she got FOIAs, but she got another person she hired that is the FOIA officer with her. Why aren't they doing their job? Everybody pointing the finger to everybody but themselves. Everybody got their own branch of government, their own departments that they all run. I just need people to take accountability for what they should be doing and stop worrying about what I'm doing. Because I'm doing my job. I'm showing y'all what it is. I just need now and Dolton. That's what I need. Go ahead, Trustee Byrne.
Okay, for the record, as we keep on here tonight, for the record, the fitness center was voted and it passed to sell the fitness center. And what needs to be done there, sell the fitness center. If you have the money to make it a police station, then do so. But right now, it is the 73,000. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you a lie. It's still in the red. It continues to be in the red until it's either sold or made a police station. I don't have to go around the block and keep on saying what I'm doing. The fitness center is closed. What can be done? I offered to have the fitness center put up to be sold. Ask the administrator, can we have an appraisal put on it, done on it? I was told, let the buyer do the appraisal. When do you know a buyer does an appraisal on a property they want to purchase? Somebody tell me that. If you're purchasing the property, you're not gonna do an appraisal on the property. If so, you'd be doing it on every doggone property.
Quiet down, please.
So again, I've done my due diligence to ask for an appraisal to be put on the property for the property to be sold. That wasn't done. So my report is to you every month. I come here to tell you what the negative is. There's nothing else to be said because the place is closed. And yes, I am up for re-election, as I'm being told every time I get up here. So again, the people will speak February 23rd. If I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. Let that be on the record. Thank you.
I want to say,
Okay, one second, trustee. See, she only know the date of the election. The election is February.
February the 28th is what I
It's the 28th, it's not, it's the 23rd, but it's okay.
I said 23rd.
That's okay. But,
Well, I said.
hold it down!
Quiet down. Quiet down.
Your folks don't mean nothing either.
okay, so, y'all just make sure you tell your friends, your family members to make sure they come. One thing I would say is that, Trustee Brown had the opportunity to reach out and say, hey, I do want to do something with Valley Fitness. You know what? I'm going to vote to give the residents what they need, what they want, which is a swimming pool. She has the opportunity right now to change her vote and say she's going to fix the pool so that the pool will be fixed and it will be open to the public. It don't have to sit there. It don't have to wait until it's built out for the police side of it. Half of it is the police department, and the other half is the swimming pool. But she has the power to say, hey, I'm gonna make a change today, and I'm gonna vote to fix the pool so that the residents have something to do. But she chooses not to do that, right? She sit here and give excuses for whatever she give excuses for. But right now, I would hope Trustee Brown will vote for the people and vote for the pool. Go ahead, Trustee Steve. Then we'll close it out after you.
I want to say that,
So from my beginning research on there, that's a whole new project. We have not seen RFPs. It's not been discussed what's going on, and the mayor doesn't even know, because she said it was a gas leak.
It is a gas leak, sir.
Now, I'll, once again, I'll have invoices for anybody that would like to see it. But at this moment, I think it requires more further discussion, RFPs, and if there's something that needs to be done, we can gladly take care of that at this time. Thank you.
And this is the problem that we have right here. A person thinks they know everything, you don't run it day to day. If you ask me and I'm telling you what it is, I got staff up here to verify what I'm telling you. And I'm asking you guys to vote to pay for it, but it's okay. It's gonna get fixed. It will get fixed. I will never ever put the residents in jeopardy. And we did have a gas leak because someone hit something and it almost blew up. But anyway, that's either here or there. People should get the facts before they just vote and get along, gang, instead of saying, hey, you know what? I'm gonna ask a question before I say I'm gonna give this person my vote, because y'all be voting against things that's really important for the residents and their services. So I just wanna point that out. All right, Clerk Key, can you please call the roll there? I don't recognize that. Okay, do anybody else got anything else? Because we're gonna move on.
But you kept trying to cut it off, cut everybody
Okay,
off.
I'll let you speak. Anybody else got anything else to say? So once you're done, I just want to cut it out. If anybody else? No? Okay, go ahead, you the last one.
So, two things. Are you verifying that this gas leak company is for a gas leak that happened? Can you tell us where the location is? Okay, you just asked for us to put it in, so in order for us to put it back in, can you get that information? Do you know where it is?
Whatever information you want, you gonna put it back in?
If you tell me where it was at.
Okay, sure. Keith and James can explain to you about gas. Can you explain to them what happened, give them a rundown of car, getting the thing, everything, just tell them.
So we had a, police involved, we had an accident. One of our police officers ran into a gas line. The gas line was temporarily repaired. And so in order for us to fix the larger problem, that we found out after we hit the gas line, there needs to be a line that needs to be run. So, in essence, trustee house, the gas lines for the gas leak.
Okay,
That's all.
where is the gas line at?
I believe it's on the invoice.
It says 4 different places, so I want you to.
Hold on for a second. I believe Stacy has the information.
So the gas line that needs to be repaired is located behind, the police and fire. That gas line also services the police department, the fire department, and our water pump house. The pump house cannot be without heat in this time of year, or it may implode. Oh, and also the old village hall. It services 4 buildings.
Okay. Was the officer recommended?
On Wednesday, December 14, 2022, the Board of Trustees of the Village of Dolton convened a special meeting at Dolton Park in the SCAP building to approve multiple pieces of legislation, as well as certain expenditures and the placing of certain unvetted items on the warrant list. Remember, unvetted. While my veto statement to the trustees goes into detail for the sake of tonight's meeting, I will simply say that I am vetoing all of the items listed on tonight's agenda because the trustees continue to abuse their power, overreach their authority, and try to change the form of government without referendum. It is the choice of the people. Remember that, it is your choice. It's the choice of the people, not the trustees, if the village form of government should be changed. Instead, these trustees continue to change the form of government by shifting the balance of power heavily in their favor. Enough is enough. I will continue to veto their abusive power grabs. Taking the above into consideration, I am hereby vetoing the following items. 1, an ordinance establishing procedures for use of federal coronavirus, state and local fiscal recovery funds. That's our ARPA fund, y'all. They basically trying to take control of the grant money, which is the $3 million that we have been giving out to residents for windows, roofs, and now we have a new one for the basements, concrete works, things of that nature. That's what the Board of Trustees are trying to do. So take note of that. Number 2, an ordinance amending village code regarding signatures requiring on warrants. Number 3, an ordinance establishing a village credit card policy. Today, we have a credit card policy. Our policy credit line is $50,000. They want to cut it to $20,000. How do you operate in a village when you have unforeseen, emergency, things that you may need to do? Remember, I am the one that runs the day-to-day. If something goes wrong, any of my department heads can go buy what they need, whether it's Home Depot, Menards. We have plenty, when I say plenty, tons of water main breaks. But we have to actually go and buy things that we need that can get really, really costly. So why would they try to cut the spending? This ain't no I answer to them. It don't work that way. I ran to lead, and that's exactly what you're gonna see me continue to do. But this is the things that I'm beat, so I'm just breaking it down so you understand. For those that don't know what's going on. Next, this is the big one. Ha ha ha. The real big one that every resident should care about. Let me give you a little history of this one. When Trustee House, Trustee Belcher ran with me for mayor, we ran on transparency, accountability, and I guess what? Block by block. Well, we give you the property for $1 or $5,000 in the village of Dolton. Since then, this board have gathered and said they are giving every piece of property to the land bank. I told them I want to give the houses to you. Why can't you, if you're watching this and you live in the village of Dolton, you live next door to a house that's abandoned, and you've been upkeeping it for years, why can't you buy that house for $1? Why can't you buy that house for $5,000? Why? Why can't we make it where it's beneficial to the people? This is when you go wrong when you're in politics and you forget about the people, because they do everything for self. This lady came on, and I'm mad that I didn't get the video, but I'm gonna show it, I'm gonna post it anyway. Came to a meeting, this was when it was coronavirus around, right? It was in COVID, and we was doing everything through Zoom. She said, and I quote, I am not giving the village $1. The land bank. The land bank is not going to pay us for our properties. Why? Why can't they pay us for our inventory of properties? So my thing to the trustees is you should revisit this. You should change what you guys are voting on, and you should make sure you make the people be involved with the process. And I'm gonna read the ordinance. This one states, and this is number 4, an ordinance approving an intergovernment agreement between the South Suburban Land Bank and Development Authority and the Village of Dolton for the acquisition of certain properties through the abandonment proceedings and appointing appointing Trustee Norwood as the local government director. You see what shenanigans there? Why? Once again, we forgot about the people. I'm about to Trustee Norwood. You should watch what you do, because you get in trouble in politics when you start messing with them houses. Watch your ex-mayor. Watch what you do. Stop allowing them to tell you, yes, do this and do that, and not knowing the lay of the land. So again, remember this one, residents. Next, these are the things that they tried to approve in their secret squirrel meeting that was held at Dolton Park without you, once again, without the residents. Number 5, they request to add the following invoices to the warrant list in January of 2023. 1, invoice to pay Kendall Perry. It said July through September. You know what's funny about this one? They the one took them out the budget. They the one said they did not want a grant writer. They did. So it's amazing how things happen, or how people play politics with things they say, right? Next, it says invoices for Sunny Black Productions, May through September. One thing that ASD says that he hired a production person to film everything. Why? Why waste your tax dollars when we have a whole production in-house? All you have to do is call them, schedule it, and they'll come and film whatever it is you can. But yet you want to pay your own people. Why? You can just pay the people that's on payroll right now, and we will be fine. Next, it says invoices for Golden Gopher from June to November. I don't know who any of these people, who none of these people are. Wood Catering, April to December. Once again, remember? They told y'all they didn't spend any of your money for tea with the trustees, right? Again, another political event where they just go and bash the mayor. If you've ever been, it's nothing productive. But my point to y'all is pay attention. They're spending your taxpayer dollars, want me to approve it for political gain. Don't work that way. They get expense accounts, they should use their money to pay for what they want. More tricky stuff. I don't know if y'all recall a board meeting, I asked Trustee House to recite how much do Otis and them make. He just said recite an invoice, but never told y'all the dollar amount, right? Again, but he read everybody else's dollar amount in record, but he didn't read their dollar amount in record, right? So this will say OSMFM invoice, and it says number 35403, number 35404, and number 35405. Again, why? Why you guys use the taxpayer dollars to pay for an unconstitutional, illegal recall with this guy? Why? All they're doing is keeping this guy right here rich, right? At your expense for a losing battle. Losing. They lose everything. But yet, they still on our payroll, right? They told y'all I'll be recalled, right? And I was not recalled. We wasted $600,000. And now y'all want us to pay them for what? Y'all should pay for it, trustees. And residents, y'all should make sure y'all make them pay for it. Because this was their agenda. This was their goal. This is what they wanted to do. This ain't what y'all wanted. Just remember these things because, again, they don't tell y'all all this, right? Next, we got Warren Muhammad invoices, number 201-90604. Again, I'm assuming this is Trustee Steve's friend. I'm assuming this is the camera guy. When we have camera guys in-house, they can utilize to film whatever he likes, but he chooses not, right? Next, we have, again, now I told them about this several times. It's all the stuff I try to tell you about the sneaky things. Invoice for a clerk Key and her deputy clerk, Aries Montgomery, for September and October. Now, I told this board, I told everybody when I came in office, anything that we utilize that's downtown Chicago, we all should pay for it ourselves. It should not be chosen to be paid for by the taxpayer dollars, and we will not pay for her room and board to go downtown. It's up the street. We all get expense accounts. They need to use their expense account to pay for their room and board. And I told the clerk this, and she constantly puts it on the warrant list. I don't know what this is, whatever she did with them to make them pay for it. We're not paying for you to go up the street. You go out of state, out of town, cool, that's fine. We'll pay for that. It will be covered. Next, we have requests to issue payments on invoices that have already been approved. Warren Muhammad again, he got a lot of invoices. Invoice number 201-90705 and 201-90805. Y'all round up a month, huh? Okay, here we go. We got a couple more. But this is all the things they did at the secret store meeting, right? The meeting y'all money. Letter B, they got Oderson, Law Office of Oderson, Murphy, Frazier, and McGrath. Invoice numbers 33340, 33341, 33631, 33632, 33857, 33858. All these invoices, plus the others I already read, is for approval. Okay, another invoices, number 34379 and number 34380 for Overton. McGrath right here. Again, this is the sneak tax that I try to tell y'all to watch out for. People can always go to rock and have their hand and say, the mayor this, mayor that, but what are they doing? This is what you need to pay attention to. These are things because guess what? They got 5 votes, so they want to sit and choose to vote how they want. As long as it's beneficial for them, right? They benefit. Their team, their people, their attorney benefits. But not the people that matter. Not things such as the attorney that sits here, that do the day-to-day operations, any lawsuits that come before us. Who handles those? It's the village attorney, right? But yet, he's here. He constantly getting paid. For what? He can't do anything else. He can't do nothing but advise them. So we gonna get a bill of $10,000, $20,000 every time he advises them? Oh, come on, y'all. Enough is enough. The game is up. It's over with. We caught you. Boo. Now run. That's what we at. But yet we still doing it. So please pay attention to this and make sure you ask all of them why they doing this. Please stop. Please allow vetoes to stand. We'll fight as relates to how we market. We are not, and I repeat, we are not giving our stock over to the land bank. When we can actually help the people be great in our village. It's people that live in our village that actually been here for years. They might have a son, a mama, auntie, somebody that lives with them. They want to move them on the block. Why not get an opportunity? And we can make that happen in the village of Dolton. We can do it, but they choose not to. You don't have to always go out to someone else. We can leave everything in-house and build from within. Same thing with the ice arena. Y'all saw me go and plead and beg them for an ice arena. Beg them to take a grant that I went and got for $600,000. Beg. Why am I begging for people to do what's right? Why am I begging my counterparts to help me build what they said they ran for? All that just went out the window when everybody saw they can basically make it with him. Everybody can grease pockets, grease hands, come up, get contracts, all that. When we gonna say enough is enough, we're gonna take our time back. That's what I need you today to do. Help me take our time back. Because right now, people like this individual right here is come to our community and they are bleeding us. People throw numbers out, lie to y'all, tell y'all about fake deficits, right? So if it's a deficit so big, like let's talk about that. The deficit so big is that why are we paying him? We're not paying him. So why are we paying him? Overton and McGrath. Why? We ain't got no money. We broke, y'all, right? But we paying for their legislative council. We paying for the clerk in her hotel stay downtown, right? And her deputy clerk, right? We paying for those things. Don't things matter? No, they don't. What matters is your services. Your trees get cut. That's what matters, right? Your snow being removed. Public works getting what they need. Water mains breaks. Things like that is what matters, right? But maybe it don't matter to some of you. So all I'm doing is putting a wake-up call out there. Because those are things that I care about for wherever I move to. Wherever you move to, you should care about the services that come from that community. If that don't matter, if it ain't the services and it's not the school district, then I don't know where you're trying to live in. Because them are the things that thrive a community. Them are the ones that keep us like this, keep us grounded. And we have to care somehow. And I know some people be like, oh, it don't matter to me today because I don't vote. Okay, but you get the services, right? You get all the things that you need, right? You have to start caring sooner or later before it's too late. So I'm gonna get off my high horse with the vetoes. I just want to read them all into record and elaborate on what each of them means and what does that mean for our village. Remember, they walked out on a meeting where we were supposed to go in closed session and talk about the $33 million lawsuit that individual won, right? They walked out. They just stayed here and go in the back when we had every single attorney in the building to talk about it, and they was gonna sell it for $3 million. But these trustees walked out on y'all, right? But don't worry, I'm working on it. I'm gonna fix it. I'm going to appeal it. But it shouldn't be, right? Because they got to do their job too. I can only do so much. And that's why I'm telling you guys, I need a board that's going to help me. Because I can only do so much with my executive powers. You need people that's like me, that's willing to put you first. Because they don't put you first. People talking about deficits for paying their attorney. People talking about deficits for paying for hotel rooms. People talking about deficits for paying for his friend the video. But y'all talking about deficits, right? Ain't trying to get none of it. Because y'all still paying your people, right? There's a deficit, nobody gets paid. But the people that should be getting paid is all these court cases and things that we have with the police departments and other departments and things we have to settle, right? They have to do. But this man right here, they'll come to work every single week and make sure he takes care of the business for you without getting paid. Same with the guy that cuts down the trees. I call him today. He would come out today and cut the tree after y'all haven't paid him over $100,000. But y'all paid the other guy. Yeah, it's okay. Y'all paid him, right? It's okay. But you didn't pay him. Why? The people that's actually making things happen for the people. That's my issue, residents. Your roof and windows. They said no. I was giving it to you left or right. Windows, roofs. Keep going. And then they just stopped because it's not their way. But we've been doing it forever. It's election time. That's why people stop things. Try to stop the PERS, stop you from moving. It's okay. Every dog has their day. And sunlight will come. I'm sure of that. But all I'm saying, resident, is pay attention, get to the polls, February 28th, make sure you come out and vote, take somebody with you, tell somebody, and let them know what goes on in the village of Dolton. Do your research, ask questions, and fully everything. That way you get the facts. You don't have to listen to one side or the other. For you, get the facts, read, and then get your own idea of what it should be. That's all I can say. But thank y'all for listening. I got several things, and then we will be. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so for the record, Deputy Clerk and I attended training for the clerk's office to make that office function better and more efficiently. There are funds in the budget to cover every training that we attend. Every municipality, our neighboring municipalities who are the same distance from downtown, attend this conference. It's a state conference that everyone in the state of Illinois who is an elected official attend these conferences. Why should we go home every day when Calumet City have at least 10 people attend this conference and they all stay? Why is Dolton right now being penalized that they can't stay when they've been staying previous years? It's been a common practice that every municipality in the state of Illinois attend these conferences to update themselves on the state laws as they change. If no one attend, how do we stay current? How do we stay current if no one attend these conferences? My deputy clerk is new. I'm learning new clerk functions. This training wasn't just downtown. We've been in Bloomington. We've been in Elk Grove. We've attended conferences all over the state of Illinois. Why aren't our bills being paid? Bills are being paid for a group of people to travel all over the state, over the United States. But yet, she and I, to educate and to improve our office, attend trainings, and yet, month after month, our invoices are not being processed. So you tell me what's wrong with that? What's wrong with me bringing new ideas, new laws, making sure that this village function in the capacity that it should? Are you telling me I shouldn't do that? And if you're saying that, then fine, I will not go. But as long as the law continue to change in the state of Illinois, somebody here needs to attend these trainings so that we can stay abreast of the changes in the state of Illinois. I'm not doing it because I'm going on vacation. I'm doing it because I want to improve the functions of the clerk's office, but yet that is being blocked. So if that's what you want to do, fine. But my deputy, she's barely getting paid a salary. You're gonna block her invoices as well? She's barely getting paid, but yet when she attends conferences, you're blocking her invoices. What expense account? She doesn't have an expense account. Why is her invoices being blocked? She does an excellent job in the clerk's office. You know why? Because she attends these conferences. She attends these trainings. She bring things back to this village. And she does her job very well. You get results out of my office other than foyers because we depend on other people. But anything else, you call my office, you're gonna get results. So why are we blocking that?
All right, thank you so much. I just want people to see that allegedly we are a deficit, right? So why are we paying? So, as relates to downtown, just so people understand and heard me correctly, so I'll repeat it for the clerk. I'm not against anybody educating themselves or going to a conference. We paid for that. Her bill was paid. What I'm against is your hotel stay as downtown that's up the street 10, 15 minutes. We all, like I say, we all get an expense account. When we get an expense account, our expense account is supposed to be used for that. It's just technical about how things should be used, but none of them use it for that. They use it as salary. Your expense account is supposed to pay for your hotel stay. So you're double dipping. You want me to pay for the invoice, and then you still need to pay for the expense account. No, not to go up the street. So we will agree to pay for anybody to educate their. We have done that. I know Janice have approved it, put it on the credit card, all of them. She had no issue there. The issue is the hotel stay that's up the street. That's the issue. Let's move on. We're almost done. A couple things. Happy New Year once again, everybody. I just want to shed some light on a couple people that actually do some awesome things in the community. One big person, a lot of people see every single where is Trustee Holmes. Trustee Holmes is an advocate for doing what's right. He always has set the bar here, and he has been doing things for people in need, whether it's a crime, whether it's a shooting, whether it's just making sure you got everyday essential things in your household. So thank you, Trustee Holmes, for all you do. I want to show y'all his news clip. Myself and my team, we went to, what's that, 69th? In Inglewood, we went over there, and he had all gun victims there with their loved ones. And it was so touching. You gotta go and see things like this, just to see how people come out of it. I tell people, I don't care what you do, it's how you come out of it. And those people there need people to lean on. Half of the time, people don't understand that, especially around holiday season, you need someone to say, hey, are you okay? Hey, what can I do to help you? So I did offer them the services here in the village of Dolton. I told them that they can come over to our mental health facility, which some of them are using. If there's anybody watching this and you're struggling with mental awareness or mental health that you need, please reach out. It is free to all residents of the village of Dolton, and it's right here in the old village hall. So make sure you go over there or help someone else. Let them know about it. Okay, Trudy, play the video. And this was news on Channel 5. Or Trustee Holmes.
So today, the Andrew Mullins Foundation and the Schofield Family Foundation held their second annual Christmas Joy for Young Victims of Gun Violence. NBC5 photojournalist Ozzy Baldwin shows us how the holiday party brought happiness to more than 60 children.
It's okay to come into a facility to have fun. That's where you're supposed to be on the street, to have fun, walk the streets, go to school without being shot. So what we're doing with enhancing the quality of their life and bringing some laughter and some smile to them.
My nephew and I were invited here due to a family tragedy. He lost his father, my brother, earlier in the year. And the community wanted to remember the children who were affected.
It's really fun, and you don't really expect to see him because you be hearing how friends like you will never see him. He always come when you're asleep and sit down and practice. So it's good. Like you're very surprised when you see him. I was on my way to the store and I got a phone call saying that my son was shot, and I just said put a location where he was shot at.
Get a surprise Christmas for the second year. This is because we had so many children this year get struck by gun violence, they get shot. So we decided to do their Christmas the second year, the Christmas for them and the Christmas for their family.
Thanks to photojournalist Ozzy Baldwin for that piece. So great to see you.
It's delayed, but you know the spirit's still there.
All right, y'all give it up for Trustee Holmes. That's all you do, Trustee. And also something that Trustee Holmes is really advocating for, and we support him here in the village of Dolton, is the gun lock. I think it's called gun lock. Right, Trustee? Lock him down. I'm gonna tell him what is it called? Talk to him. What is it? We got a big billboard. And tell him where your billboard is at.
Billboard is located at 95th and Oglesby. That's the first billboard. We have soon to be going up to the suburbs across the city. It's gonna lock it down. So many children, as we experienced here in Dolton, when the residents went to shop and food for less, came back out, gun under the back seat. The little boy got a hold to the gun, no lock on it, and he shot it and it killed his mother. So the movement started right there. We distributed over 300 gun locks here out in Dolton, and we expanded it everywhere because all across the United States, just last week in Kansas City, I got a call and we talked to that mother. Her daughter got a hold to that gun, 4 years old, shot herself in the face. She deceased. So these babies are getting a hold to these guns, and it's not an accident. It's negligence. So we aim to put a stop, make this a national movement to put these gun locks everywhere. You know, we're working with city to city, state to state, R&B, singers. B 92.3, Shondell is pushing this for us. Chicago bass players, Michael Schofield, he's pushing it, he's spearheading it. So we're trying to do what we can to get these locks everywhere. We will be working with Chief Collins and also the mayor and Adam Thornton, the township supervisor, to get these gun locks everywhere we can get them. And if people want to donate, you give us a call and donate, but this is a national movement that has started and it is growing. We got to save these babies. We got to conceal and carry. You know, people that are in their house can still conceal and carry. Why not give them a lock and take the key? Because if they come in there and consume alcohol, and I said over and over again, they got to conceal and carry that gun in. Don't let your child be the one to be carried out.
Next, we got a holiday recap. It's just to tell you what we have done as relates to single mom and dad giveaway. I know I'm real big on that. A lot of people normally are struggling. So we did this at our tree lighting. Remember the tree that the board didn't want to vote for? Here we go.
I'm Mayor, the People's Mayor.
And I'm trustee Andrew Holt.
Happy holidays from the Director's Office. We are here at the Ice Arena in Dolton on 144 in Greenwood. We are currently putting down a flag for your Christmas tree. Yes, your Christmas tree. I said last night that we should pay for the Christmas tree, but the 5 board of trustee members chose to take it out and not provide you with a tree. So me and Drew made it possible. We made it happen. We made sure that you will have a tree for your families to come and adore here in the village of Dolton. Every other community has trees. Why can't us? Why do we have to always go to someone else's community to enjoy the beautification of their neighborhood when we can beautify our own neighborhood? So please come out this Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. right here on 144th Greenwood. We will light the Christmas tree. We got a ton of festivities here going out.
And as you can see, we're still laying groundwork. There's so much negative, but look at all the positives. I'm down Greenwood. I say Greenwood, not Chicago, not South Holland, and not Evergreen. Come down and see what we're doing in Dolton down in Greenwood. We're content.
Remember, all work speaks for itself, and remember, take me in your care. And I love y'all, and y'all can do about it.
PW, thank y'all. They put out a little Charlie Brown Christmas tree up. The kids here, something I hit some of y'all. And as you can see, we made it happen no matter what people told us no. We still made it work. I see Marquis Santa Claus. And just for the record, you guys, trees cost around $50,000. They are in other towns, and that's what they're running, $50,000 to $175,000 downtown. That's what they are. It's a fake tree and it lasts for years, over 25 feet. Oh, and then we paying with a grant as well. It's a grant money for the tree. So it wasn't coming out of y'all funds, it's grant money. People were so happy. And that's what it's about. When we moved to Dolton, we used to go door to door, look at the lights, and see the beautification. That's what it's about. Like kids know you can do that in your own backyard. And thank you, Mike Earhart, he cooked for us, him and his wife Pam. The men that they took out that they chewed. All right, Stan. My two cheeks right there. Those are the glows that we do have. If y'all know somebody that's just in need of a pick-me-up, we are doing dinner in a glow for residents. So please sign up with us. It will be on our website. See you, Christmas. And then this thing here was at Village Hall. We did a toy giveaway. And I keep forgetting how big my events are. We hit here, man, people was lined up. But we came through it. There are tons and tons of toys, donations. People got free haircut. They hair braided. Y'all know we always feed everybody. Food came with it as well. I love the young ladies that actually showed up and braided everyone's hair. It was packed. We was hitting here for about 4 hours. Y'all know y'all love to dance, so look at Chief and Terry. It was a lot of fun. And you got the one and only Stacey Crown out there. So that was a resident explaining to him that people speak up and down.
What you say about the tree bark?
As you remember, please continue to slow down. Slow down, slow down. And the last one is our one-way sign on Whitworth. I do know that it has been a ton of fatalities in the location when we're civilly. So we have chosen to make it a one-way. We install the one-way signs and also the do not enter signs. We will have officers, which we have been in the past, at that location, but just warning you to say, hey, this is one way now. Eventually it will turn into, so you know not to turn that way. But please, respect the one way. It's for your protection. So, you play the video.
Hey guys, it is Tiffany Henry, Mayor Tiffany Henry, the People's Mayor, and we are out here as always, taking care of the business of the revenue. We are here to build the company on Whitworth, right off the Whitworth facility, and we are basically putting up the one-way sign to let you know that this is a one-way street. The do not enter sign right here, that means north to this way. That means that you see this sign, you cannot enter going to city. And the reason for us doing this, a lot of people ask me, well, Mayor, why did y'all make this into a one-way? Well, we made this into a one-way because it has been a lot of, when I say a lot of fatalities on city. Every time someone exits right here off of Whitworth and city, it's fatal. And I can't have that individual.
Hello, everyone. So I'm Stacy, the superintendent of force, and we are on Whitworth. On our way towards City, and Spain will no longer be allowed to travel south as of Riverside down Whitworth to City. So as of Whitworth to Riverside, it is now a one-way all the way to City. There's do not enter signs for your safety. Please obey the traffic laws. It's for everyone's safety. We've had a lot of fatalities on City over the years. When they're here, we wanted to come up with a plan to address this. So making this a one-way is going to make it safer for pedestrians, kids, and people traveling through the community. City is a main thoroughway for the south suburbs. We want to make sure everyone is safe when they travel through the village.
Oh, you can come out facility, onto the street, but you cannot exit from the street into city. Like I said before, we have had numerous accidents right here at this corner. We're trying to preserve life and prevent. I don't like to be reactive, I like to be proactive. That's what we're doing today. I will not have another death at this location if I got anything to do with it. And that's what we're doing, we're fixing it. Because your job is to fix the problem before it becomes a problem. And that's what we're doing. Remember, our poor people are let y'all. There ain't nothing you can do about it. I just want to go.
Okay, so if anybody's not familiar with that area, please let people know it is a one-way now. It is Wentworth and Sibley. You can only enter, you cannot exit at that location no longer. Last but not least, I just want people to know if you are trying to get on the snow program, some people have been calling. Remember, you cannot have an able body in the house. If you have a nephew, a baby, or somebody that cannot or that snow, you cannot be on our program. It is for seniors that cannot do the shoveling. And we don't want you to go out there, have a heart attack or fall out or anything like that. So please, please, please make sure you qualify before you apply. Please call 708-297-6859. Again, 708-297-6859. I would say I want to thank Public Works once again. Stacy, they showed up, showed out. They took care of all the seniors, all the residents. Everybody was happy with their snow removal. So thank you again, Stacy. I appreciate you. Tell PW, I love you. I appreciate you. And then another person I want to give a kudos to is Chief Collins. Chief Collins have crime down in the village of Dolton. Y'all in the crime is down and down. Go ahead, Chief. Go ahead. All of them working on. But you got squad cars, you got new officers, new body cams, everything. So my everybody have services and making things safe for community. So right now, I think that we actually doing an awesome job. I love my administration. I could not be as great as I am without them. So I always give kudos when kudos are due, and I always tell them how much I appreciate them. And you gotta have a heart for service, because no one's gonna actually do what they do and be out at the times of the hours as my team if they did not care about rebuilding Dolton. So I thank y'all so much. Y'all stand up. Y'all stand up. Y'all all up here. Come on, come in. Stand up. Stand up. Y'all give a round of applause.
My name is Tyrone Isom Jr. I purchased a commercial property, 1031 East in Dolton. It's the old jerk chicken restaurant. But I want you to know, what do you guys want me to do with it? Because I keep getting denied my business license. I got 2 LLCs. They denied the first one. They denied the second one. And I asked them, what do you guys want me to do? And can you tell me why I got denied? They told me they don't know. They can't really give me a reason. And I said, can I get it right so I can understand what you guys want me to do? They said, they don't know at this time. So I'm still waiting to get an answer so I can actually work the deal with the dog. So you so I just want to be a part of the family, because I've been a dog since I was 19 years old, cutting hair. And I had to move to Harvey because the owner wanted an extra $2,000 due to the pandemic. So I moved across the street, but I originally wanted to stay in Dolton. So now I'm in a position I can actually go back home to Dolton. And now it's like a pause going on. I'm just trying to figure out what can I do and how can I do it, because I was trying to get everything situated for the summer. Because my kids, I got 2 kids with sickle cell disease. And we this summer he has to get a transplant. And
But then take your time. Yeah, if you could come for a second, keep coming, step down, so you keep going. Take your time. He'll take care of you. And my prayers is with you. Anything we can do, township, we have resources to help you. So if you do need help, we'll give you all the resources you need.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So, I want to talk to everybody about plantation politics. I don't want to have to fight for civil rights in this town of Black leadership. That's something I shouldn't have to go through. When I go to the water department, don't call the police on me unless it's warranted. I'm coming to discuss my bill that had 0 consumption and no current reading for what you bill me for. I was sitting there quiet. There's no reason to call the police. I just had this officer ask me, what we going to go up there and talk about? I'm coming up here and talk about you now because I have freedom of speech. I can say what I want about Tammy Brown. You said, talk about Tammy Brown? I absolutely can. I will not have my civil, federal rights violated. I have freedom of speech. I can talk about whoever I want at this podium. That's in leadership that I'm addressing. I'm tired of the plantation politics. Anybody who continues to violate my rights will be dealt with accordingly. Okay? SE, you should go. Tammy Brown, you should go. You did not do anything as far as the water itself. Help the man out in the pub. Make sure that your boy's water bill was paid. When you were a trustee sitting up here sitting in the front row, make sure he got what he needed, right? SE, you aided and abetted everyone not having due process in this town. Just having their water cut off. You said, pay attention. It's on the bill. It requires a separate shut-off notice, but you were okay with that. You mismanaged Melanie's. A lot of people need to go. And we shouldn't recycle politicians. Recycle your water bottles, recycle cans. Do not recycle politicians. They leave Dolton and they go to other places like Thornton and things like that. If they're no good, leave them out. I'm done with plantation politics. I'm not a slave. You won't treat me as a slave. And as you being other Black people, it's absolutely preposterous that you would attempt to do that. It's people that's locked out of this public meeting. It's a veteran locked outside that fought for this country. Does he have court order that can't come in and police arrests and anything over here that can't come in?
My name is Marcus Gregory. I am a voice. I've been in Dolton 23 years again, I always say. And Melody Fitness definitely feels a crack, should I say, in better words. But yet again, we get people who come up here with nothing to bring back. Let's tell the citizens of Dolton, you want to sell a property. To who? There's been a lot of corrupt stuff going around in the city of Dolton for a long time. Constantly hearing about deficits, but nobody's showing us anything what's going on. I like the word the young lady used, politicians. It seems like anytime election time come around, that's the only time I see. I don't care about politics too much. I care about community and the village. You? I work for Public Works. I get out and get y'all snow cleaned up. We did a good job. I mean, I know I say now I got to take 2 days to recoup. But we made it, we got it done. Administration, man, y'all rock. I take my hats off to y'all. The stuff that y'all deal with that I'm just now seeing. Water main breaks, I'm there. This is stuff that y'all don't see. Stuff we get called in to take off. A lot of people don't like coming to work, but this is my community, so I care about it. You ain't got to tell me to pick up that piece of paper. Probably tell me in the back, picking up trash because I saw it there. It's not who threw it down, it's, you know. But my biggest thing is coming together as a community. And that's not play politics, like she says. They will say, I didn't see you come in the yard today. You said you did, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. And that's nothing to you. But come on, man, like, we got to see more. Y'all not even giving Keon Belcher. I've never heard a statement about the firehouse. None of y'all, you got to talk about the selling. Man, go ahead with the police department does. We need it. Bring things that we need. Let's build a village. Let's build a village. That's not tear it down. That's not to give it to the land bank. We get the top people. And we got too many of them, way too many of them. We clean them up every day. You're doing an amazing job, man. Keeping Superintendent Stacey Burrell, I'm talking about, man, we work nonstop until 5:30. Make sure them vehicles clean. You hear me? Make sure you can.
Obviously, just rented a property on 1235 East Oakland Boulevard, and I wanted to turn it into daycare. It was previously started at daycare, and basically I've been up here like every single day trying to talk to you personally to get my business license straight through. I understand that I had the wrong address before, but now I have it. Everything's under control. All my paperwork, and it's just been sitting. Like I've been calling, coming up every 16 days, and moving, helping me, and I'm just lost now. I can't move forward with this CMS or anything without my business license. So I'm just a little confused and want to learn how can I move forward with this project.
Okay, so we'll talk to you about the meeting just wait for us.
Okay.
But you got everything together, right?
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? All right, can I have a motion to adjourn?
I motion.
Is that second? Motion second.